I'm Lex Corrales, former principal owner and president of Siegfried Engineering. Robert W. Siegfried, I'll call him Bob, was born and grew up in Kirkland, Washington. Went to Washington State and graduated, got his civil engineering degree. And when the war broke out, he joined the United States Navy, and he was in the Pacific Theater where he contacted malaria. They were going to muster him out. What happened was he talked to his commanders and he said, the war has not ended, I can still help the war. So what they did is they sent him to Stockton, California to be a head project engineer for the construction of the Rough and Ready Naval Supply Depot. After the war, decided to stay in Stockton, California, and he was a partner of Davis and Holman. And he stayed with him for a little while, and then Holman and Siegfried broke away, and they started the firm Holman and Siegfried. And then after a while, I believe that was by 1955, about 10 years after he first joined the company, in 1955 he started R.W. Siegfried and Associates. Bob Siegfried taught Arnold Schomber and Jim Yost to start a firm together. And there was a third additional guy that he brought with him. His name was Theron Javet, but we call him Javi. And those three, they were the original members of R.W. Siegfried and Associates. The three original principals, me, Lynn Sutton, Al Lindy, Steve Thumbert, I believe there's 9 of us. We were the principals and head designers of R.W. Siegfried and Associates from around 1966, 67 that I could recall, all the way up to about 1999, I think, 99, when about that time we became Siegfried Engineering, Inc., after Bob Siegfried retired. So that's the basic background of Siegfried Engineering as founded by Robert W. Siegfried.
My name is Paul Schneider. I'm the president of Siegfried. I have been here since 1999. The company was a lot different than it is now back in 1998, 1999. It was always pretty high energy, just like it is today. Everybody really enjoyed themselves, and they still do. The work was just different. We did a lot of different kinds of projects than we do now. It was like being a sponge. It was kind of like being a kid. You just wanted to learn from everybody. And I think that I'd have to put myself in the shoes of people that are coming into Siegfried today, but I would like to think that we still have the same atmosphere. We turned 70 in 2025, so April of 2025 would be our 70th year since Bob Siegfried started the company. So I've been here for long enough, over 25 years, that I saw the 50th anniversary. So I remember this big gala event. I was still pretty young, up on the rooftop of the historic Hotel Stockton, and I remember what that was like, watching my mentor speak, and just kind of being in awe at what it was like to be involved in something that was 50 years. So now to be at 70 years, and to be the person that is probably going to have to say something at 70 years is just, those are big milestones. For me personally, it's been 25 years of growth. I mean, I started as an engineer one, just like everybody else, and now I'm in the position that I'm in now as the president of the company. So there's been obviously a lot of growth milestones.
The leadership team has changed significantly over the last 7 years, from going from 3 principals to 7, adding the geotechnical engineering discipline as well. We've also greatly improved our staff over that amount of time. It's led us to significant growth over the last 7 years, revenue-wise. But also we have a new office and a new lab in Sacramento, which has done great over the last 2 years. And we moved into this building in 2019, which was a big step for us to buy our own building and make this our headquarters.
We've just continued to evolve as a company, not only just with our departments and the work we chase, but how we grow our leaders, grow our staff, really invest in our staff and invest in each other. I think those are some of the things that I would highlight, as a Siegfried, what we've done.
I can easily see our firm growing and expanding into various different areas within engineering as we continue to keep that client first and people first mentality.
What I like about Siegfried is that we're big enough to tackle the really big important jobs here in the Central Valley and in the Bay Area, but we're still really nimble. Like, we're really responsive to our clients. We take time to listen and understand. We don't give cookie cutter solutions to their problems. So I think it's really positioned us to be kind of like a premium provider to especially like the medical industry, to with a lot of cities and counties and a lot of private developers. We can really play whatever role the client needs us to, and we tend to do that very successfully.
When I came on board, I realized the depth of not only the people and the types of services that we provide, but just the depth of overall projects that we can work on. And that's the cool thing. Clients keep on calling us back, and it's a testament to our people who are boots on the ground doing the work for that. It says a lot about our company and the people.
To me, Siegfried's growth has always been purposeful, and we've been able to do that by expanding our expertise, by diversifying the work that we do, and continuing to deepen the relationships we have with our strategic clients and partners. And with that in mind, I feel our firm's success has always been defined by our team's resilience, by our dedication to continuous learning, and more importantly, our ability to keep pushing the needle forward.
I think over the next decade, we really are looking towards the future, both internally and growing and mentoring our staff, looking for future leaders, but also the projects we work on are really complex now, but we're really demonstrating how skilled we are at solving problems creatively. And I think that just sets us up for similar projects and more complex and larger projects into the future.